Nation celebrates 7th March today to commemorate 50th anniversary of Bangabandhu's historic speech. Bangabandhu's historic 7th March speech once banned in Bangladesh, but now the speech got global recognition, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and people of all walks of life pay homage to Bangabandhu by placing wreaths at his portrait on the occasion of historic 7th March. Nine eminent persons and one organization to get Independence Award this year. BNP's 7th March program, a political stunt, comments Abdul Qadir. Even after 50 years, appeal of Bangabandhu's speech still unfaded. Those who distorted the history once now acknowledge the importance of speech, says Information Minister Hassan Mahmood. And Myanmar police taking shelter in India, refusing to carry out orders of the military junta. Assalamu alaikum. This is Shamim Khan, welcoming you all to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. Those were the headlines. We now move on to the news in details. Historic March 7 today. The nation is observing the historic March 7 today, commemorating the landmark speech of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, which was treated as indirect declaration of the country's independence in 1971. This year the day is more significant as the nation is going to celebrate Golden Jubilee of country's independence on March 26 next, while Mujib Year, the year-long celebration of Bangabandhu's birth centenary, is going on. The landmark fiery speech of Bangabandhu inspired the Bangladesh to prepare for the War of Liberation. On March 7 of 1971, in his historic speech before millions of people, Bangabandhu in unequivocal terms said, "We spilled our blood, we are ready to shed more blood. The people of the country shall be freed, inshallah. Ebarer Shongram, amader muktir Shongram, ebarer Shongram, Shadhinatar Shongram." The struggle this time is for our emancipation, the struggle this time is for independence, the great leader and the greatest Bengali of all times went on to add. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina said the historic March 7, 1971 speech of Father of the Nation was the actual declaration of the country's independence, as it contained the directives on taking preparations for the Liberation War. The Premier was addressing as chief guest a discussion organized by Cultural Affairs Ministry at Bangabandhu International Conference Center, joining virtually from Ganu Bhavan this afternoon. She said Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had announced the actual declaration of the country's independence in his March 7 speech, as he apprehended that he may not be alive to make a formal declaration of independence.
তার এই ঐতিহাসিক ভাষণের ভিতরেই কিন্তু তিনি স্বাধীনতার ঘোষণাটা দিয়ে গেলেন। তিনি বলে গেলেন যেবারের সংগ্রাম আমাদের মুক্তির সংগ্রাম, এবারের সংগ্রাম আমাদের স্বাধীনতার সংগ্রাম। এবং এই ভাষণে কিন্তু দুইবার তিনি এই কথাটা বলেছেন এবং শেষের বার সব থেকে জোর দিয়ে বলেছেন। অর্থাৎ এটা যে স্বাধীনতার সংগ্রাম বা এই যুদ্ধটা যে স্বাধীনতার যুদ্ধ হবে, সেই কথাটাই কিন্তু তিনি স্পষ্ট বলে গেছেন। ইতিহাসকে এত সহজে মুছে ফেলা যায় না, সত্যকে কখনো দাবিয়ে রাখা যায় না, আর বাঙালিকে দাবায় রাখা যায় না। এটা তো জাতিপিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবই বলে গেছেন তার 7 মার্চের ভাষণে। তাই দাবায় রাখতে পারে নাই। আজকে সত্য উদ্ভাসিত হয়েছে। আজকে এই ভাষণ বিশ্ব স্বীকৃতি যেমন পেয়েছে, তেমনি জাতিসংঘের প্রতিটি ভাষায় এই ভাষণটা অনুবাদ করা হয়েছে। যে ভাষণ বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবের নিজের সৃষ্টি বাংলাদেশে একদিন নিষিদ্ধ হয়ে গিয়েছিল, আজকে জাতিসংঘে সেটা স্বীকৃতি পেয়েছে।
State Minister for Cultural Affairs Ministry K.M. Khalid presided over the discussion, while it was also addressed by Liberation War Affairs Minister A.K. Muzammil Haq and Education Minister Dr. Deepu Moni. Chief Coordinator of Father of the Nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Birth Centenary Celebration National Implementation Committee Dr. Kamal Abdul Nasir Chaudhry presented the keynote paper. Secretary M. Badrul Arifin gave welcome address. Later, the Prime Minister enjoyed a colorful cultural program. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina released a commemorative postal stamp, a first-day cover and souvenir sheet marking the historic March 7. The Premier released the stamp, first-day cover and souvenir sheet at Gonu Bhavan in the capital this afternoon. Post and Telecommunication Minister Mustafa Jabbar was present on the occasion, among others. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina paid rich tribute to Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, on the occasion of historic 7th March. The Premier paid the homage by placing wreaths at the portrait of Father of the Nation in front of Bangabandhu Memorial Museum at Dhanmondi in Dhaka this morning. After placing the wreaths, she stood in solemn silence for some time as a mark of profound respect to the memory of Bangabandhu, the architect of independence. Sheikh Rehana, the younger daughter of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, accompanied her sister, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. A special munajat was offered seeking eternal peace of the souls of the martyrs of 15th August 1975. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry also placed wreaths at the portrait of Father of the Nation on the occasion. On behalf of Bangladesh Awami League, its General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir paid tribute to the portrait of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Central leaders and workers of the party were present on the occasion. Besides leaders and workers of different socio-cultural organizations, including Shromik League, Krishak League, Jubo League, Shechashibuk League, Dhaka North and South City Awami League, Mohila Awami League, Chhatra League, Bangabandhu Sanskritik Jot and Dhaka University also paid tribute by placing wreaths at the portrait of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, on the occasion. Nine eminent personalities and one organization will get Independence Award 2021 in recognition of the glorious and tremendous contribution at national level. The recipients are late A.K. Bastur Rahman in Independence and Liberation War, Shaheed Asanullah Master in Independence and Liberation War, late valiant freedom fighter Brigadier General Khurshidudin Ahmed in Independence and Liberation War, late Akhtaruzzaman Chaudhry Babu in Independence and Liberation War, Dr. Mrinmoy Guho Niyogi in Science and Technology, poet Mahadev Shaha in Literature, Ataur Rahman in Culture, Ghazi Mazharul Anwar in Culture, Professor M. Amjad Hussain in Social Service, Bangladesh Agriculture Research Council in Research and Training. Speaker Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry has stressed the need for more women leadership for a safe and peaceful future. He was speaking at a discussion at Bangabandhu International Conference Center in the capital today, marking International Women's Day. Dr. Shirin Sharmin Chaudhry says women are powerful and effective catalysts for changes. United Nations Resident Coordinator in Bangladesh, Mia Seppo, presided over the program. Bangladesh Women Chamber of Commerce and Industry President and member of Jatiyo সংসদ, Salima Ahmed, also spoke. UNDP resident representative in Bangladesh, Sudipto Mukherjee, was present. BNP's 7th March program is nothing but a political stunt, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir. He told this to journalists after paying tributes at the portrait of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, marking the historic 7th March this morning.
স্বাধীনতার ইতিহাসকে যারা বিকৃত করেছে, যারা 7ই মার্চকে নিষিদ্ধ করেছিল, 7ই মার্চের ভাষণকে নিষিদ্ধ করেছিল, আজকে তারা সারা বাংলাদেশে মুক্তিযুদ্ধের পক্ষে, বঙ্গবন্ধুর পক্ষে যে জাগরণের ঢেউ, সেটা দেখে ভীত হয়ে তারা আজকে রাজনৈতিক কৌশলের আশ্রয় নিয়ে এই 7ই মার্চ পালন করছে, সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তীর প্রোগ্রাম দিয়েছে। তাদের এই সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তীর প্রোগ্রাম আসলে একটা রাজনৈতিক স্ট্যান্ডবাজি, এবং তারা স্বাধীনতার ফুটনোটকে ইতিহাসে মহানায়ক বানাতে চায়। তারা ঘোষণার পাঠককে ঘোষক বানাতে চায়। ঘোষক আর ঘোষণার পাঠক এক বিষয় না।
Later, Obaidul Qadir connected from his official residence through video conference to the Little Bangabandhu rally of about 1,50,000 school children from 1,500 schools organized by Khulna District Administration this evening, marking the historic 7th March. Khulna Deputy Commissioner Mohammad Hilal Hussain chaired the function, while Khulna City Mayor Talukdar Abdul Khalik, Awami League Organizing Secretary SM Kamal Hussain, Deputy Minister of Education Mohibul Hassan Chaudhry, Khulna District and City Awami League leaders and non-government officials were present. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said, "The 7th March speech is a beacon of inspiration for us to root out evil communal forces and conspirators." He urged the young generation to follow and be guided by the family members of Bangabandhu to build a bright future.
লাখো কণ্ঠে উচ্চারিত হলো সে ঐতিহাসিক ভাষণ। পশুর ভৈরব নদীর তীরে, ওরাল বেঙ্গল টাইগারের দেশে শিশু বঙ্গবন্ধুরা সমস্বরে বঙ্গবন্ধুর সে ভাষণ, তাদের কণ্ঠে উচ্চারিত হলো। ইতিহাস বিকৃতির দিন শেষ হয়ে গেছে। বর্তমান প্রজন্ম মুক্তিযুদ্ধের সঠিক ইতিহাস জানতে শুরু করেছে। এই প্রজন্মের হাত ধরে গড়ে উঠবে জন আকাঙ্ক্ষা মুক্তিযুদ্ধের চেতনার বাংলাদেশ। সাম্প্রদায়িক অপশক্তি ষড়যন্ত্রকারীদের মূলোৎপাটনে 7ই মার্চের ভাষণ আমাদের প্রেরণার দীপশিখা। জাতিকে যেভাবে 71-এ ঐক্যবদ্ধ করেছিল, সেই রকম ঐক্য প্রতিষ্ঠার মধ্য দিয়ে আমরা আগামী দিনে শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে সমৃদ্ধ বাংলাদেশ নির্মাণের শপথ গ্রহণ করব।
Information Minister and Awami League Joint General Secretary Dr. Hassan Mahmood said the appeal of Bangabandhu's 7th March speech remains unfaded even after 50 years. Those who distorted the history have also taken into cognizance and recognized the importance of his historic 7th March speech, he added. The Information Minister was speaking at a seminar at the National Press Club today titled Bangabandhu's 7th March Speech, A Road to Bengalis Freedom. Dr. Hassan Mahmood has called for shunning the politics of vengeance and distortion of history.
50 বছর পরও সেই তার আবেদন একই রকম আছে। এখনো মানুষ এই ভাষণ শুনে উদ্দীপ্ত হয়। তো এই ভাষণ নিয়ে অনেক ষড়যন্ত্র হয়েছে, এবং আজকে দেখতে পেলাম যারা এই ভাষণকে নিষিদ্ধ করেছিল, ইতিহাসকে বিকৃত করেছিল, বঙ্গবন্ধুর নামটাও নিষিদ্ধ করে দিয়েছিল, তারা 7ই মার্চ পালন করার সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছে এবং সম্ভবত আজকে তারা পালন করছে। এটি কোন দুরভিসন্ধি নিয়ে পালন করছে আমি জানি না, তবে তাদেরকে অনুরোধ জানাবো যে ইতিহাস বিকৃত করে কোনো লাভ হয়নি। বঙ্গবন্ধুকে মানুষের মনের মণিকোঠা থেকে মুছে ফেলা যায়নি, বরং বঙ্গবন্ধু তার স্বকীয় মহিমায় নতুন প্রজন্মের মনের গভীরে প্রথিত হয়েছে। এবং ইতিহাস যে বিকৃতি ঘটানো হয়েছিল সেই বিকৃতি ইতিহাস ইতিমধ্যেই মুছে গেছে। শুধুমাত্র পুস্তক বা অন্য জায়গা থেকে মুছেছে নয়, এটি মানুষের মনের মণিকোঠা থেকেও বিকৃতি ইতিহাস মুছে গেছে। তাই আজকের দিনে আমি যেটি অনুরোধ জানাবো যে আসুন সবাই সঠিক ইতিহাসকে মেনে নিই, সত্য ইতিহাসটাকে মেনে নিই, সত্য ইতিহাসকে ধারণ করি, সত্য ইতিহাসকে লালন করি এবং ইতিহাসকে মেনে নিয়ে আমরা যার যার অবস্থান থেকে রাজনীতি করি। ইতিহাসকে দয়া করে আমরা যেন বিকৃত না করি। তাই আজকে যারা 7ই মার্চ পালন করছেন, আশা করব আরো যে বিকৃত ইতিহাস আপনারা মানুষের সামনে তুলে ধরছেন, খলনায়ককে নায়ক বানানোর চেষ্টা করছেন, সেই অপচেষ্টাও আপনারা পরিহার করবেন। তাহলে নতুন প্রজন্ম সঠিক ইতিহাস জানবে।
National Press Club President Farida Yasmin presided over the program. Former Dhaka University Vice Chancellor AAMS Arifin Siddique, senior journalist Iqbal Subhan Chaudhry, Press Club General Secretary Ilyas Khan, former President Saiful Alam, former General Secretary Shopun Shaha and former BFUJ President Manzurul Ahsan Bulbul also spoke. Former city editor of Bangladesh Sangbad Sangstha Ajit Kumar Sarkar presented the keynote paper. Commerce Minister Tipu Munshi has said necessary initiatives will be taken to increase trade and commerce between Bangladesh and India after solving the existing problems through discussion marking 50 years of country's independence. He told this to journalists following a call-on of visiting Indian Secretary of Commerce and Industries Ministry Onup Wadhawan at the Secretariat in Dhaka today. The Commerce Minister said number of border hearts will be increased as it creates interest among the people of the border areas of both the countries. He said Bangladesh is trying to increase trade with India through signing comprehensive economic partnership agreement CAPA like PTA and FTA already signed with other countries. Indian High Commissioner to Bangladesh Vikram Doraisamy among others were present on the occasion. Now international news. Myanmar has asked neighboring India to return several police officers who crossed the border seeking refuge after refusing to carry out orders. Indian officials said the officers and their families had crossed the border in recent days. In a letter, Myanmar authorities asked for the return in order to uphold friendly relations. Myanmar has been gripped by mass protests and strikes following a military coup last month. Security forces have taken a hard line against demonstrations and at least 55 deaths have been reported. And now to end the bulletin, a recap of the top stories. Nations celebrate 7th March today to commemorate 50th anniversary of Bangabandhu's historic speech. Bangabandhu's historic 7th March speech once banned in Bangladesh, but now the speech got global recognition, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and people of all walks of life pay homage to Bangabandhu by placing wreaths at his portrait on the occasion of historic 7th March. Nine eminent persons in one organization to get Independence Award this year. BNP's 7th March program, a political stunt, comments Ubaidul Qadir. Even after 50 years, appeal of Bangabandhu's speech still unfaded. Those who distorted the history once now acknowledge the importance of speech, said Information Minister Hassan Mahmood. And Myanmar police taking shelter in India, refusing to carry out orders of the military junta. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you indeed for joining us, and we invite you to watch our 11:30 Bangla News. Until then, Khuda Hafiz.